Hey guys, welcome back. So by now you should have your Amazon account linked to SaleFreaks for the purpose of auto order. If everything's working correctly, your orders should be going through that account and updating on your dashboard and within your orders page. So now we're going to talk a little bit about Amazon account protection. So having one Amazon account for multiple orders is not generally the best way of running your dropshipping business. So what we want to do is try and teach you why we need to have more Amazon accounts. So ultimately, Amazon do not really like us dropshipping multiple products from their site to our eBay customers. So when the Amazon account has too many orders going through there, they can block the account. And also, sometimes the account will just get put on hold where you're required to call Amazon up or email them with your security verification or your documents just because they feel it's a security risk. If you can imagine, large company like Amazon, they monitor customer behavior very, very closely. And if they see an Amazon Prime account that's suddenly ordering multiple items per day to multiple different addresses, this could raise alarm bells. And you don't want your orders getting cancelled, your account being put on hold when you can really avoid this. So how do we avoid it? Well, we use safety in numbers. So we link multiple Amazon accounts to our SaleFreaks in order to spread the risk across multiple accounts. So not only do we use multiple accounts, but what we can also do is we can add added protection to each Amazon account. So if I draw your attention down to the bottom right hand corner of the screen where we have a little edit button, a little clipboard here, if we click that, we can add some account protection on our Amazon account. So we can limit the amount of orders that the Amazon account does per day. So the more Amazon accounts that you have linked to SaleFreaks, the lower I would suggest those orders per day could be. Now, for me personally, most of my accounts do a maximum of 4 to 5 orders per day. But if it's a brand new Amazon account and you're new to dropshipping as well, you might want to set that to 1 to 2 orders a day. It's okay. And the maximum volume per day. So if you're doing 1 order per day, I would set this really at the maximum price that you have for your items, for example. So if your max priced item is £100, you would put in £100 there, for example. Now what you can do as well, as you move along and as you go through these accounts, and some of these accounts become more aged and have more orders through them, what you want to do is have your more aged and the accounts that have more orders that have went through them, those are the ones that you're going to let take a few more orders and maybe take a higher amount of volume per day, because you're doing more orders, you want to increase the volume per day. Maximal orders per hour. Again, if your Amazon securities algorithms and these automatic processes are set up to beat fraud and help with fraud prevention, doing 3 or 4 different orders per hour could raise alarm bells again, raise red flags with Amazon in terms of, them locking your account out and you having to provide all the information to them. So you want to try and avoid this. Prevention is always better than the cure. I would suggest no more than 1 order per hour. Now, if you want to push that, that's entirely up to you. The auto ordering system can, on each Amazon account, handle between 4 and 6 orders per hour, depending on the speed and depending on the type of order that it's making. Some orders will take an extra couple of clicks than others in the checkout process or in the ordering process. But generally speaking, the system can handle 4 to 6 orders per hour. Again, my 100% recommendation is 1 per hour. And again, you can have a maximal order price. Again, I would set this in line with the highest priced item on your store. It'll also block any purchases that are higher than this. Okay, so if you prefer, you can set this much lower, and then it means that you have the control to make sure those higher priced items are ordered. If you want to have a bit more hands-on with your higher priced items, or maybe you want to do them on a separate Amazon account that isn't linked to the SaleFreaks or so on. But yeah, ultimately all your accounts should be linked to SaleFreaks in order to get and retrieve the tracking from Amazon. So we can set a maximal order price. Let's say our maximal order or our sale price is £100. We put it in there. You can also have a minimal order price. Okay, so some people will use Amazon Prime And some people will use non-Prime accounts as well. So non-Prime accounts have a minimum order of £20 in the UK for free shipping, and in the USA it's $25. So if you want to use non-Prime accounts, as you can see at the top, we can select non-Prime. And non-primes are less likely to get shut down for drop shipping. Mostly Amazon attack Prime accounts, so I would suggest a mixture of both. So for example, with a Prime account, we can have 0 minimum order price, so we can just disable it. And then with non-Prime accounts, we want to go with £20 in the UK, or you can even go slightly higher just to cover any kind of discrepancies. So 20 in the UK and 25, 27, something like that in the USA. You can also restrict the account that once it hits a maximal total of orders, the account will go on pause. This can be helpful if you want to essentially give some accounts a bit of a cool off. So once they reach 50, 100, 1,000 orders, whatever, you might want to switch them off for a couple of weeks, let them cool down. Personally for me, I don't use these features, but some people do, and something similar with the lifetime total amount of volume there as well. So let's say we don't want to do that, we can just disable that altogether. And then the next one down is the activity on the Amazon account. So we've got a maximal pending orders. And what this does is this will track the amount of orders that are actually waiting on Amazon that have not been dispatched yet. Okay, so what we can do is we can limit the risk here. So if we have got multiple orders that are still pending and haven't been dispatched, and let's say the account goes on hold, it's very difficult for us to see if the account has been, if the order has been dispatched. We're just waiting on an Amazon email in that case, and it's also very difficult to automatically retrieve the tracking information. So I prefer to limit this, and what happens is when it reaches the maximal pending orders, the account will go into a pause mode and a cool down mode in order to allow those items to be dispatched before taking on any new orders. So again, that number for me is 4. I mean, I would suggest something between 3 to 5 is pretty healthy. Most of your orders with Prime shipping should be dispatched within 24 hours or 48 hours in most cases anyway. Non-Prime is somewhere that's not even that far behind. I mean, I actually find that non-Prime items come out within 1 or 2 days anyway, even if they're not Prime. So that covers that. You can choose your own safety mechanism, but for me, 3, 4, 5 orders is somewhere pretty close to the mark where I like to have that. And then balance on hold. This basically means that if you load a gift card balance and Amazon decide to put that on hold for security purposes, it means that we will put the account on a temporary hold as well. In order for you to go into the account and check with Amazon why this gift card balance is on hold, for example, and what they need, so that you don't take any more orders on that account in the event that they lock up the account. Okay, so if you're using gift cards, you can set this to enable or disable. If you're not using gift cards at all and you're just using credit card purchase on the Amazon, you can just disable this altogether. You should have really no need for that. And then if you're using a mixture of gift cards and credit card, you can change that the account takes, for example, a certain amount of orders off each. So let's say you want to have 2 orders with gift cards and 2 with credit cards. You put 2 and 2, which means the system will take a couple of orders on credit card, and then the next couple of orders they'll take it off the gift card balance. Again, if you're only using credit card, you can just remove that altogether. And when we're finished, we just click on update. Okay, and as you can see, if everything's worked correctly, our updated figures are going to be in there now. Mine clicked off just before I got to save it, so we'll just double check that it's saving correctly. So we'll change these figures around, and we'll put our minimum order price at 20. We'll disable these features, and we'll just click on update again just to make 100% sure. We always want to just double check things, and as you can see, it's all saved in there. Absolutely perfect. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this or any of our other videos, feel free to reach out on the Sale Freaks English Facebook group or catch us on Instagram. Message support on the little support function on the right hand corner below. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.